again, the key obviously is to get her round. You need her straight, not counterbent or overbent. Same thing like in a ring, but it's you'll find out why.
Yeah.
So yeah, just kind of walk around, set where you want to ride, pay attention to the ground, where the inclines are. No sharp turns. It's nice coming out here, one, because again, it's like intro to like Rosaryville and stuff, like a little bit more energy than in there because it's different.
Yeah.
But then two, it's like a little bit more incline work, which is great for the horse. So I like to ride out here. It's also, I will progress from free riding with the neck rope in there, and then I'll come out here.
Yeah.
And just like baby step your way out. Hi, ma'am. All right, so heels are our best friend. We'll look at jumping on Wednesday, assuming things make sense. Not really too worried, because again, dreamer, she's not afraid to go big, but otherwise just set a pace and jumps another step, more or less canter. The best thing to do, and you can practice this over the week, just try some, make your own, or just look up some random jump courses online.
Yeah.
And don't learn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Learn the pattern.
Yeah.
Like single, ride all the way around to line, ride the corner, like where you would do your simple changes, where you would do a rollback. Like try to imagine where you're turning.
Okay.
Nickname them for all I care. I like to nickname sails to purple to blue.
Yeah.
But what I'm learning, the best shows, or any show, in my brain, I'm assuming the turn, but if I have to do any special turns, I learn them with it. I'm like blue, rollback, purple.
Yeah.
Or if I got a horse that I'm like probably gonna need a simple change, I do it before I get to the turn. That's just automatically in my brain.
Yeah.
So learning just type of dressage patterns and stuff, it's all a memory thing. I mean, it's gonna be like a six fence course. But it's equitation. At Willow Bend, they might throw in a rollback, they might throw in a fence in the middle. So,
Okay.
but it'll be fun. It'll be like 2 foot. You can jump it from a hole.
Yeah. I'm excited.
All right, so when you get down there, a little bit more level ground, we can go ahead and pick up a rising trot.
Is it okay that my family comes to the show or no?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Willow Bend doesn't care.
Okay.
The show itself will be in the indoor.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're going to have to try to get to the gate, which will make sense with every different rider.
Yeah.
They also have they have 2 observation rooms, which will help. I'll be standing at the end gate. And then schooling will be in the outdoor ring, but, Dreamer only needs so much schooling because she's going to have a long day.
Yeah.
All right, so even push wide as you can. Use all of the field. And heels are going to be our best friend. There we go. Trying not to twist the body, using that outside leg to hold her where we want her. Want to make sure those reins stay even. Dreamer's like, ooh,
She's like, oh, this
this is chill. Yep, just stretching into those heels. We're not doing any metal classes, so they shouldn't be asking any nose curve work. But if they do, you got it.
Yeah.
That would just be if a class is really hard. I think Emily texted me the other day. One of the Dreamer conflicts has been solved, like you and Amira.
Yeah.
Because what are you, 19?
Yeah.
I think she might split that class at the 18, 19 level. So,
Okay.
who was it? Amira figured out yesterday. If you lose your stirrup in jumping, pretend you didn't.
Yeah.
And get it back before I notice.
Yep.
Myra's default mode was like, oh, I missed the jump. Can I stop? I'm like, nope.
Whoop. Sorry, Dreamer.
Pay attention.
I was. At least she knows what she's doing.
He's like, just gonna gently get you off. Oh, it's fine. And then find a place wherever it makes sense. Just kind of do a little teardrop and change direction at the trot. Except right here.
Yeah. Dreamer. She knows.
Hey, that's says more about you than her. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. Oh, I.
Remember, horses like to drift towards the barn.
Yeah.
So that's the second time in a row, so we're going to pay attention next time on that side. But go ahead and find a good place to change direction. Use those critical thinking skills. Outside aid, outside leg, don't twist the body. Outside leg, outside arm. There you go. The outside aids need to create a wall the horse cannot pass.
Yeah.
Inside leg asks for the new bend of direction, stretching that heel down. Also, I'm not sure if you have any stirrup leathers. You're allowed to bring stirrup leathers, although you'll be riding Dreamer.
Yeah.
But if you have like certain leathers that are shorter that you want to bring, that's more than fine. We can just swap them. So, otherwise, it's good to figure out what leathers are good to ride in before we get there.
Yeah.
So we don't have to figure that out halfway in the jump course. Little inside leg. Yeah, I feel you. So much better than yesterday. Yesterday, we're all out here like sweating to death. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Inside leg. Keep those fingers closed. Over there looking like you're holding a British teacup. Alright, find a place and change direction again. Think about steering with the outside rein. Hard left leg, hard left leg. There you go. And then go ahead and go into a canter. There you go.
She's like, I got this.
Yep. Yeah, she's got a nice canter when you let her go. And just sitting up, finding the seat bones, heels are down, heels are down. Get those heels down, that'll help you sit in the saddle. Good. Good. Don't twist the body. And back to trot. Okay. Big trot. The nice thing about taking Dreamer to a show is she's very well voice trained.
Yeah.
So if you need a quick break, you just go whoo, and the second she breaks, and then do your simple change or whatever you need to do.
Okay.
And I'll tell her who trot, right, instead of like who die.
Right.
Alright, find a place and change direction at the trot. Little outside half halt. If Dreamer's like, are we going? Say whoo. There you go, trot. Good. There you go, good. And change direction. Outside aid, hold that outside, keep the hands together. Inside leg for a bend. Dreamer's too smart.
Oh, trot.
Oh,
Trot.
oh, oh.
Trot.
He's like, but I'm pretty.
I know you're just so
I'm so
smart.
pretty.
You're just too smart.
Good girl. That's okay. Outside half halt, say whoop. Dreamer, you're too smart. You gotta wait a second. And now ask her to kick. Go. Keep those hands together. Think about steering with the outside leg. Heels down, heels down, heels down. And back to trot. Dreamer's like, I'm awake now. Outside. There you go. Say easy. Oh.
Trot.
Yep. And then get release. Good. Good. Easy. Good girl. Good girl. And sit down and let her walk. Good.
Good.
Good job sticking with her, because I know that's a little faster than you're used to.
It was fun.
But it's good to let her stretch out.
Good girl.
All right, we'll let her walk for a minute. And then we'll do some more canter and trot transitions.
Okay.
She's like, I just want to go.
Could I put the
Yeah, you can give it to me.
rope down?
You don't really need it.
When I like canter it, like it's stuck under my knee.
That's fine.
Okay.
Wherever Cole may or may not be. It's been filling in over the last 12 months. Don't eat my thing. That's not a toy for you. Yeah, it's nice to do conditioning work out here.
Yeah.
Nom 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 nom. Mommy's the best. Mommy is chicken. So what's your schedule for the week?
We're going to a 4th of July
Live
party.
doing cross country.
Yeah. I know, like, I feel like at first in the ring, I'm like,
Please go.
but she's like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
And I like riding when it's fun for both of us.
Yeah, it is definitely much more enjoyable. That's why I like mixing, you know, the weather gets nicer, we mix the ridge line or ride all through the field.
Yeah.
It's like the pro and con of like, I've grown up riding without a fenced arena.
Yeah.
Like I've been in indoors and obviously fenced arenas, but when
Right.
we were at the other house, we like put the posts in for the arena. We never got around to doing the boards.
Yeah.
We were just really lazy. We had the post hole digger for a day, so they did all the posts, and then we were like, do we really need fence boards?
Yeah.
They lined the whole thing. We
Yeah.
had them. And we just never put them up. So, and then you learn how to ride.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want to stay? And the idea that you can keep a horse in this very specific location, you're like, I can ride.
I got this.
And it is intimidating, especially when you get people that have never ridden outside at all.
Yeah, facts.
And they're like, oh my God, like,
Yeah.
I can't keep this horse in. I'm like, first of all, the horse already knows where the imaginary boundary
Right,
is.
yeah.
So it's all you. But second of all, you can do it.
Yeah. I
Now-
used to be really scared to ride outside
Yeah,
because all of the accidents I've had, the riding had been outside.
it's fair.
But I think that was also, I was really young when all of those things happened.
You also
And
need good horses, or at least knowing your horses.
Yeah.
It's helpful when it's not the horse's fault,
Oh yeah.
versus like if they trip, you're like, oh, nobody planned to trip and fall on their face, rather than a horse that lost its mind because it had a moment or got overstimulated,
Yeah.
and you just weren't at the rider level for that yet. So
Yeah, but I like,
it does help that we have footing now, and I frame that because that did used to be a grass field. So it was like, where is the? It was like what we're doing out here. We're like, let's set our arena.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I like riding outside now. Especially like trail riding. I used to hate trail riding.
trail riding's always been our favorite thing
It's like,
because it's so stress free.
yeah.
I mean, yes, we see spooky things, but like on the horse and the rider, there's really low expectations of
Yeah.
like, you don't have to
It's
look
fun.
completely pretty. You're not trying to impress anybody. We're just on a safe level enjoying being outside.
Yeah. All of my friends, like I've seen a lot of really horrific accidents being outside. Like my friend broke the collarbone when we were cross country jumping. So like all of those things added up. I was like,
Well, yeah, in cross country and even riding in general, right? You can't be stupid.
yeah.
And that's not to say that accidents are because people are
Yeah.
stupid, but a lot of them are.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of them are racing around. You know, you see the thoroughbreds that are running around the 2-foot jumper arena,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Yeah,
like there is a too fast speed. You know,
Yeah.
we don't really enforce it, but we should sometimes. There's the when it's wet, don't take the sharp turn.
Right.
Be aware you're riding downhill and the horse is already heavy on the forehand, so sit up and
Yeah.
try to bring them up. It's all that fun stuff. But Germer's like, I know how to ride outside. This is my domain.
I love that she's looking around. We're watching.
But it also too shows like, can you get a horse to relax when they're so stimulated?
Yeah.
So,
What are you doing? What are you doing?
and if you have a horse that tends to be slow, it gives you a lot more to work with.
Yeah. We're watching.
She's like, I already know what's coming.
Yeah. You're smart.
All right. So let's get some, now that she's a little more awake, let's get some really flowy trot and see if we can get her to collect and round. Keep the energy, but let's see if we can get her to round really nicely.
So he's like, Mom, I feel like that.
Chloe just figured out where Dreamer is. Actually, that's Silver.
Oh, really?
Just figured out
Oh,
where
yeah.
Dreamer is. I think it sounds like Silver. He's got that low nay.
He's got like a darker eye area too.
He does. That poor boy. He doesn't do great in the heat. So heels and relaxation on your side.
Just get out.
Exactly. Make those things.
Silver's like, Mom,
It's like, when did you get out there? I didn't see this.
the real forbidden grass.
And make sure to keep those hands together. And when the spine looks straight or feels straight, a little outside half halt, little inside leg. Let it out, Dreamer. Little inside leg. Thought about it. Yeah, and outside half halts are about setting the pace that you like. There it is. Good girl. Keeping those reins even. Good. Inside leg. Inside leg. Just be like little nudges at a time. Obviously, you can't hold it there 100%.
Yeah.
A little nudges, and then when she softens and bends around it, you take it away. Sometimes a couple nudges back to back. There it is. There it is. Yeah, I find little nudges a lot more effective than get off.
Yeah.
So. There's my baby girl. Find a place and change direction at the trot. Trying to keep those hands together, steering with the outside aids. Outside leg, outside elbow back. There you go. And getting that same relaxation back. Funny thing is, Silver's trying to figure out where the rest of them went. They were by the red barn. So he's like, I'm all alone.
Not a very good hunter.
No, he's not. Outside half halt. Now she likes to over. There we go. Doesn't need a ton of inside leg this way because she already bends this way. There. Sitting up. Yep. Getting those heels down. Got a little too much foot in this left stirrup. There you go. So that's probably going to be your biggest thing for the equitation part of the show is your heels.
Yeah.
But that's a matter of stretching. That's another thing you can do at home this week. Obviously, the leg stretches and the stair stretches.
Yeah.
The pleasure in the hunter class is based off of Dreamer. Good girl. Keep that right hand back, right elbow back. There we go. What are you looking at? Next time she's soft and sit down and let her walk. Oh, we're looking at something.
I don't know.
Probably the people. I can't tell. Good. Off that elbow back. Use those muscles.
Good girl.
And sit down and let her walk. Good girl.
You're so good.
Yeah, I love that section because you're like, oh god,
Yeah.
get up the damn hill. She's like, and I'm going home. Thank you. No. Ugh. How's everything feel?
Good.
Like,
I like riding out there.
well, I'm talking like ear equitation.
Oh.
If you've been paying attention to that,
Yeah, I feel like I've been stretching my heels.
they look better.
They feel better. I used to get out and be like, ugh.
Yeah.
But like, they feel a little bit better. I've been working on sitting like on my seat bone instead of
Tailbone.
on my tailbone. And I've also been working on steering with my legs instead of my
Yeah. Yeah, you're lucky. I thought about bringing the cube out here. I was like, she's first time riding out here. Let's not torture her yet. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously I'm not worried about you falling off, but
Yeah.
and heels are hard for everybody. It is a stretch, and everybody's got a different amount of stretch.
Yeah.
So the most important thing is, do they go down when you need them?
Yeah.
Like, is the reaction time there? So, right, pretty girl. Boop, boop, boop. All right.
So is there horses across the street?
I have no idea.
Arena?
I know Lawrence has his two over there.
Yeah.
He's adopted Silver. They used to have horses, and then they didn't. And I don't know if they do again. So I have no idea. I don't see any out front.
Yeah.
They had goats out there for a little bit. They used to have a stallion,
Oh.
and they have a barn in the back. So yeah, I have no idea.
Because I saw Tia go over to ride there, but
Yeah, I don't know what the relation. I mean, I know a lot of the family stuff.
Yeah.
They know each other. I don't know the relationship. I know that she'll ride in this field to like bring the horse away from that field.
yeah.
As a flatter field. I also know that she wants to pretty much board him at their back barn for a month to like get him away from Lincoln, because he's never boarded without Lincoln that we know of.
Oh, because she's going to take him to school with her, isn't she?
Right. Yeah. So all the things, but yeah, I don't personally know them.
Yeah.
Grandma probably knows them a little bit more than I do, but hi, dude. You're looking very good.
I filled up Chloe's hay net last Sunday,
Right.
but nobody else's.
That's okay.
I just gave her like, they didn't have the round bale, so I gave her like a plate.
Right. Yeah. The hay nets are nice to have because obviously they don't stay in the stalls. I mean they can be filled. What are we doing?
Going to bed, yeah, sorry, I was chattering.
All right. So what would be good if we let her calm down a little bit. All right. So let's get let's do it from a walk. Let's check our good transitions because you'll be doing that in the show probably.
Yeah.
Your walk to canter transition. So go ahead and ask her for a left lead canter. Our goal is to get a nice canter, obviously sit up going downhill a little bit. See if we can give her some outside half halts, get her spine straight, and get her to collect a little bit.
Okay. I don't want to ask her on the hill.
That's fine. She'll use her body. I'd rather ask going uphill than downhill personally, but that's just
Well,
me.
yeah.
Good.
Good girl.
And heels and hands together. Those are your two most important things. As you get your heels down, your feet bones stay better there. And your hands, make sure you don't get crooked, throwing a shoulder which way or that. Ignore the car. Good. Good. Good fix. And push a little bit wider towards the street sign on that side. Inside leg a little bit wider, circle. Good. I like that your leg stayed there. Now keep that stirrup. Push in wide, push in wide. Good. All right, let's do another lap. Oh, we died. That's okay, regroup. Try to get her nice and soft. Hello. Sit. Keep her down. Outside leg, outside half wall. There you go. Sit. Sit. Thank you. All the way down. When you get at the bottom of the hill, you can break. And back to trot. Get in a nice trot lap. Good. I love the stretchiness. She's always so much fun to trot right after a canter. And sit down and let her walk. She will do that at the canter too. The hardest thing at the canter is straight spine.
Yeah.
So she's actually easier to do it going to the right because she doesn't overbend.
Yeah.
She just can't be counterbent. Left, it's a matter of like, all right, let's take the too much bend and free.
Yeah.
I was like, it is Sunday, right? Trying to figure out, I'm like, where are my D&D people? Maybe it's 4th of July and they're not doing D&D, but I don't think that's ever allowed.
Yeah. When I got here, there were 2 teenage girls standing on your front porch holding a dog.
They might have been picking up a dog.
Okay. They were just like standing there and they looked at me like really weird.
Was it like a brown dog? Puppy?
Yeah.
Interesting. They might have been
They were
picking.
just like standing on the porch, like your grandparents weren't there, the door wasn't open.
Well, I mean, she could have let them out because people will come see their puppy. So she could have let them out to play with the puppy, and then they were like, all right, we got to go, and like knocked on the door to wait for her to come back. Last I checked, you could rent like a paddock for the night,
Yeah.
you know, and get the campsite and ride along the beach and see the cliffs in the background and trail riding and swimming. But it's like, I don't trust my horses to not run away when I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
So it's like, I will take the paddock or even a stall.
Right.
I'd rather a paddock because I just throw them in all together, but. All right, when you're ready, we will pick up a right lead. You can even start her loose and gather reins as you want. I like to do both.
I know I would be more than willing to chip in for grass if we were to do something like that.
Yeah, we'll get there.
It's ridiculous how it's such a big area.
Oh, it's good. I'm like afraid to fill up the truck right now.
Yeah.
I need to drive it, but heels, heels, heels. Good, heels, heels, heels. Those are our best friends. I'm pushing wide. There you go. Ah, so much happier horse. Nice and wide. Good girl. Riding into that noseband. Sitting up down the hill, heels down. Good. And back to a trot. Don't twist your body. Stay straight. Left elbow back. Good girl, Dreamer. Working that trot. Dreamer's like, I'm feeling it. Stretch those heels down. Keep your elbow back, your left elbow, left shoulder. Thinking straight.
That hill gets me.
I know. Slowly, while she's trotting, slowly just loosen it up to the buckle. Let her just trot out. Keep that elbow back. Slowly loosen the reins to the buckle. Just let them slide right out of your hand. And sit down and say who. Say who. And she's perfect. All right, she can be done on that.
Where are you going?
I dropped the chicken. Oh, it's on my sting. That's awesome. Good girl, Dreamer. She's like, I'm done. Good girl. Good little workout. That worked out because I was like, I don't really want to jump today after poor Dreamer being MVP of the week.
Yeah.
I was like, so nice little hill work.
Yeah.
Let's do some jumping Wednesday. They are getting their feet done Tuesday.
Okay.
Should be fine. It's usually Mocha that's a little like, oh my God, fresh feet for a day. So we'll keep that in mind. Laura's like, when can you get them done?